Breaking the passive earning barrier. Many people in the United States, particularly those of younger generations, have expressed the desire for their assets to produce supplementary income as quickly as possible. A recent poll of American investors conducted by Connect Invest found that investors place a high priority on high returns and stability when making investments. This finding does not come as much of a surprise given that the majority of investors are searching for more profitable returns. Nonetheless, the generation of passive income was of the utmost importance to them. The common definition of passive income is income that results from receiving cash flow regularly and requires the recipient to make very little to no effort to maintain it. The most important takeaways from this are getting cash consistently and putting in very little to no effort at all. A passive income is money that is received consistently without the need for any additional effort to be exerted to generate it. The challenge with passive income is that it might be difficult to identify investment opportunities that involve minimal to no active participation on your part. Obstacles to the accumulation of passive income. Although it is ideal, passive income presents investors with several challenges that must be conquered before they can achieve the end goal of making an investment that requires no effort to maintain and consistently brings in profits. Following, we'll walk through some of the main roadblocks to earning passive income to help you understand how to adopt a better investment approach, allowing you to gain additional income frequently with minimal to no work. 1. Knowledge. Research and careful analysis must be components of the process, just like they are for other types of investments. When you spend your hard-earned money on anything, you should always make sure that you have a clear idea of what it is that you want to accomplish, the potential dangers that may be involved, and a plan for how you will get there. Nevertheless, because there are now more investment vehicles entering the market, particularly as a result of the rise of fintech and blockchain, there are now more processes to learn and adapt to, as well as more possibilities than ever before. This makes it far more difficult to make judgments. According to the results of our poll of investors in the United States, members of Generation Z and the Millennial generation frequently have the most difficulty figuring out how to get their investment strategy off the ground. The addition of alternative investments to the mix, on top of traditional banking options and stock markets, is enough to make the head spin of any investor, let alone an inexperienced investor. This is because alternative investments are not regulated in the same way that traditional banking options and stock markets are. We recommend that you begin with a modest investment and not put all of your eggs in one basket. Instead, we recommend that you diversify your investments across several different options and make adjustments as you gain more knowledge about the options available to you in the markets you are participating in. In addition, you should think about using investment platforms that make everything simple for you to comprehend, do the majority of the job for you, and charge you little to no overhead expenses. 2. Capital. You have probably come across the proverb "it takes money to earn money," and as a result, you have probably given a lot of consideration to high net worth individuals or institutions as well as millions of dollars. What you might not realize is that the statement is not entirely accurate. You indeed need funds to invest, but the quantity of money you invest can be as large or as small as your appetite for risk allows. According to the results of our poll of American investors, the two most significant obstacles to investing are a lack of knowledge and a lack of capital, and the majority of investors do not believe they have enough to get started investing. While pursuing tactics that result in passive income, investing with traditional banks does not typically deliver the greater level of returns that you might be looking for, because the process takes too much time. If you are concerned that you do not have sufficient funds, you should look for investment opportunities that have a low entrance barrier, and you should begin there. If you are seeking additional income, you should not spend an excessive amount of time waiting for additional money to invest. Instead, you should put your current money to work for you. If you are concerned about your financial situation, you might consider beginning with investments that produce a fixed income. Fixed income offerings, such as Connect Invest, provide you with a low barrier of entry method for generating stable and predictable returns in short time frames. This method lets your money grow for you with little to no effort on your part, which is another way of saying that it puts passive income in your pocket. 3. Time. The majority of investors who are considering passive income, particularly retail investors, want to see returns as quickly as possible rather than waiting longer. Many people who invest would want to have shorter periods and investments, from which they can withdraw their money in less than 2 years. If you are looking for a plan to get passive income, you may be aiming to bring in additional cash every month, which is a fairly short-term goal for you. Investing in a product or service that guarantees you a certain rate of return each month at a predetermined rate and gives you a specific date on which you will be able to withdraw your money is an efficient way to achieve this goal. 4. Access. Investing opportunities that are beneficial in assisting you in reaching your financial goals are sometimes overlooked because of the misconception that only investors with a high net worth can participate in them. If you are concerned about the availability of investment options, you should know that you are not the only investor who feels this way. Investors of all experience levels share this issue. You could already know how much money you want to invest, what you want to achieve with it, and how long you want to keep it, but you might not know where to put it. Traditional banks and financial counselors are 2 options. Since we have already informed you that you have access to choices that do not necessitate payment of overhead costs, all that is required to get started is to establish an account, transfer some money into it, and then sit back and watch your monthly profits accumulate. One example of such a tool is Link Invest, which is an all-services investment platform that was created to be user-friendly and simple to utilize. You can practice your skills, create things, such as songs, handcrafted objects, and books, and sell them if you are an aspiring artist, artisan, craftsman, or writer. In this day and age, when there are so many online markets to choose from, it is a seller's paradise. For example, Amazon makes it incredibly simple for authors to publish their books on their own. Some authors take advantage of Amazon's system for self-publishing, and make more than a living that is comfortable for them. Similar levels of success are being achieved by bands and composers when it comes to selling their tracks via digital distribution channels such as iTunes. It takes time, talent, and a lot of hard effort to establish oneself as someone whose creations motivate people to pull out their wallets and spend money. If you build a solid foundation, though, you may turn the things you love to do into a profitable business that supports your lifestyle. An individual may be able to generate passive income by engaging in activities that are wholly unrelated to their primary source of income, and these activities are likely to be ones that the individual finds more delightful than their primary source of revenue. The ability to earn money in this way very literally affords one the chance to lead an entirely different way of life than they were previously accustomed to. On the other hand, if it were simple to generate passive income, then everyone would be doing it, right? Creating a passive income stream requires creativity, effort, and commitment to be successful. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.